The FDA has banned the dye called Red 3.
Banning red dye number 3.
Red dye number 3.
Red dye number 3.
And it's about time. Red dye number 3 is a synthetic additive used in foods like candy corn, ring pops, strawberry-flavored milk, and more. The ban is great news for Americans' health, but it also begs the question, why ban it now? Many of the generally recognized safe food dyes have barely been reviewed by the FDA since being authorized, with some dating back as late as the mid-1800s. Why the sudden regulatory decision just days before President Trump took office? Why did it take the FDA so long to take action? And what else are they missing? For years now, the FDA has only minimally tested additives to our foods, drugs, and cosmetic. In food, synthetic dyes are widely added to cereals, ice cream, candy, cheeses, meats like hot dogs, sodas, and much more. Their only purpose is for marketing and advertising and to make foods appear more appealing. They have no flavor. These synthetic additives are grandfathered in via FDA authorization or fall under the allowance of generally recognized as safe, or GRAS, a category the FDA first created in 1958. In order to be considered GRAS, a food substance must pass testing through appropriate scientific procedures or have already been in use before 1958. And there's the problem. Some of the food dyes that we consider safe today were first discovered as far back as 1856, when scientific testing methodologies or safety requirements didn't exist. If those food dyes were to undergo the rigorous testing methodologies of today, many of them would likely not make the cut. In addition to red dye number 3, let's look at another potentially dangerous food dye. Tartrazine is a bright, lemon-colored dye that is added to foods, cosmetics, and drugs. It is also used in clothing and textiles. It's known as yellow number 5 in the US and was certified by the FDA back in 1931 before the GRAS designation was created. Any guesses where tartrazine comes from? Industrial coal tar. Yes, coal. As in the coal that you use to heat your homes. Tartrazine has been associated with severe allergic reactions and hyperactivity in children. What's really shocking is that many food dyes, including tartrazine, have been banned by other countries for years. Since 2008, Sweden, Switzerland, Canada, and others have banned many of the dyes that Americans eat in our foods every day. That's why children's breakfast cereals look completely different in other countries. See the difference? The FDA has banned specific food dyes that have been shown to cause cancer, but that's not enough protection. There are many more food dyes still in use that have serious toxic effects that aren't cancer. It's past time for the FDA to take these threats seriously. Another concern is the source of these food dyes. Much of America's chemical and pharmaceutical supply has been outsourced to countries like India and China, countries not exactly known for high levels of quality control. And even though red dye number 3 was now finally banned by the FDA during the last days of the Biden-Harris White House, manufacturers have been granted 2 years to eliminate the dye in food and 3 years before it must be eliminated from pharmaceuticals. The FDA's failure to seriously address the potential risk of synthetic food colorings and other food additives, while other countries have, is another example of how international regulatory agencies no longer take the lead from America. Banning red dye number 3 is a great first step, but the FDA must continue to take on food dyes, preservatives, and other potentially harmful chemicals in our foods. America's health depends on it.